Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to an edition of the Motown's Wrestling Review. I am your host, Tony Motown Allen. I got a Jello shot left. Today we are talking about Friday Night SmackDown, and we're also going to talk about NXT Deadline. NXT Deadline was SmackDown was Friday, Deadline was Saturday. And Deadline was really, really good, though. I really enjoyed that show, though, so I definitely want to talk about it and want to do a separate video on it. I think we just cover everything at once. But Drew McIntyre kicked off SmackDown. He was Drew McIntyre pulled in and everything, and apparently he's still suspended, so he was kicked out of the arena. And then Cody Rhodes, Cody Rhodes. Cody goes to the ring and everything, announces that he wants Drew McIntyre reinstated. He wants him back in the ring. So we know we're going to get Drew McIntyre back because Cody Rhodes is the man in it. Next up is the open challenge for Ilya Dragunov. And the person that steps up is Carmelo Hayes. And it's kind of cool because they reminded us about the trilogy they had in NXT over the NXT Championship. All three matches they had in the past were bangers. This was no different. It was really an excellent match. Carmelo did a nice counter to the H-bomb with his knees, but eventually, though, when he was going for nothing but net, Ilya got him and then hit him with the H-bomb for the win. And this match was very, very good. I gave it an A. Tommaso Ciampa did come out and help Ilya Dragunov without Ilya Dragunov knowing it. And then when Ilya Dragunov was walking to the back, he saw in a replay that Tommaso Ciampa did give him an assist, and he looked pretty upset about it. Next up, we have Alexa Bliss, 5 Feet of Fury herself, taking on Kairi Sane. I will put it on Alexa Bliss, little short ass like that. Y'all know I like midgets. Don't front. The match itself was pretty good and everything. I gave it a B. Alexa caught Kairi Sane coming off the rope and turned that into a Sister Abigail for the win. And then Nia Jax and Lash Legend came out attacking Charlotte and Alexa. And then they turned their sights to the Kabuki Warriors, getting the drop on them as well, holding up the tag team titles. They want the gold. But right now, man, there are so many female tag teams trying to get that women's tag team championship. But like I said, I gave the match a B. It was a pretty good match overall. And then they go into the back, and Cody Rhodes is in the back with the Deadline main event, Ricky Saints and Oba Femi. And Cody lets them know whoever wins the NXT title as the champion after Deadline will get a shot at Cody Rhodes. That's Saturday night's main event, though. So that was pretty nice addition to what these guys are fighting for. And it should be interesting to see what happens. Next up, we have Jade Cargill taking on from the Secret Harvest, Alba Fire. Are they still a Secret Harvest without Piper Niven? I mean, but I like the booking of Jade. It's kind of like the TNA booking, the AEW booking of Jade Cargill. Yeah, basic squash match. I mean, Chelsea Green did get involved and slap Jade, and out comes Julia. Julia chapped Chelsea Green and sent her to the back and everything. And then Jade went on to get the win. She hit her with the Jade for the 1, 2, 3. And I like how they're doing Jade right now as far as, you know, having her get some dominant matches and everything. I did give the match a C+. I think some of her squash matches in the past have been a little bit better than this. And in all honesty, I don't think that was because of Jade. I would put that more on Alba Fire in this case. But I do like how they're booking Jade, though. Next, we have Solo Sikoa and My Family Tree out in the ring talking about the Wyatt Six and how they jumped them the week before with Jump Solo. Solo had a lot to say about the Wyatt Six and Uncle Howdy. He wants the tag team titles back. He wants that to come back to the My Family Tree. And the reason why is because he believes. After he said he believes and the lights went out, the Wyatts were at ringside. My Family Tree was on one side and the Wyatts were on the other side with Uncle Howdy and Solo in the ring together. They started throwing bowls. Everybody came in, and then we had a big fight between the two factions, though. But I'm definitely looking forward to where this feud goes. And I honestly do hope that the My Family Tree take those tag team titles off the Wyatts. And next, the main event of the night is L.A. Knight. Yeah! Taking on Gunther to see who's going to take on John Cena next week. Really, really good match and everything though. But this match did end with LA Knight tapping out. The match itself, I gave it A minus. Damn near the match of the night. Ilya Dragunov and Carmella, I gave them the edge as far as like the best match of the night. But this is really, really good. And Gunther looked at the camera and he said that he's gonna make John Cena give up next week. And it's funny. I mean, he did do the tap motion, but he said he's gonna make him give up. John Cena never gives up. So how cool would it be if John Cena gives up on his last match? Now, NXT Deadline, it kicks off with the NXT Championship match between the champion Ricky Saints against the challenger Obafemi, and not only will the winner get the title, but the winner will face Cody Rhodes at Saturday night's main event. And this is the first time for NXT PLE that the NXT Championship is the opening bout, and it was a good way to open up the card up and everything. It was a dominant. Oba showed his dominance. I mean, it was a good mix of power and speed between these two guys. They had very different ring styles that really meshed well together. Oba Femi ended up getting the win, of course, and I did get this match at A minus. I really did enjoy it. I thought this was a good way to kick it off, and I think the right person won. Now I'm going to look at my notes on this one. The Women's Iron Survivor Series match. We had Kalani Jordan and kicking it off with Kendall Gray. They were the first two in the ring. Jordan lost the first fall and went to the penalty box. We had I don't know who this is. Next in was Jordan Grace. And Jordan Grace was the third one in. The Loyal Advice came in, and then the last person in was Sol Ruka. At one point, these women were tied, like had a 5-way tie at 2 matches apiece. Really, really good match, and it came down to the Evolve chick getting the final pin and the win in this one though. So it was definitely a good twist having her get the win. She's gonna be taking on JC Jane at New Year's resolution. I was really hoping that Sol Ruka would have got the win, or maybe even a Jordan Grace. Only reason I think Sol Ruka's didn't get the win because I think they're about to call her up. But Jordan Grace could definitely have used the rub. But they're going with the young girl, which would be nice if she could actually beat JC Jane. I mean, I hope this is not like a sacrificial lamb to JC Jane just for JC to win the match. I like the strategy of the Iron Survivor Series. You go in one at a time, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Penalty box when you get pinned. Most pins win. I absolutely love the concept of this, and I really did enjoy this match. I gave this one A minus. Then we had Ethan Page taking on Mr. Iguana. And they point out how Mr. Iguana never had a singles title, and that's still the case because Ethan Page gets the win against Mr. Iguana. I just thought the match was just okay. I gave it a C. It was what it was. I mean, I do like Mr. Iguana. I mean, he does have a good following and everything, though. But I just didn't feel like this match was really that great. I know some people probably like the style, and there's some of you out there probably did enjoy this match. If you did, leave it in the comments below. But for me, it was just kind of like, it was just okay. Then next up, we had Izzy Dane taking on Tatum Paxley, and I haven't seen a lot of NXT, so I haven't really been following this rivalry. But just from what I've seen over the last week or two, and then and of course the video package and all that stuff, man, this is a really good women's rivalry in my opinion from what I saw. I mean, I like what they're doing with Tatum Paxley. Izzy Dane, no, she is like the new version of Tiffany Stratton in NXT in my opinion. She kind of got that heel Tiffany going over there. And the match itself was pretty decent. I did like the back and forth between them. I like how they had Shawn Spears and the other guy kind of step in there, kind of distract Izzy Dane. He ripped the head off the doll. I don't really know what's much about them dolls though, but I figured it was a blonde and a brunette. No, Izzy's blonde, she's brunette. I figured tied in together, but I really had no clue what's going on with the dolls. But wherever it was enough to distract Tatum Paxley and help Izzy get the win. I gave this match a B minus. And then we had the men's Iron Survivor match. It kicked off with Leon Slater, who is a TNA X Division champion, against Devon Evans, which was a pretty exciting way to start this match. I don't know much about the X Division champ, but I do know Devon Evans, and the fact that Leon Slater is an X Division champion, that I figured their styles would mesh well, and it did. The third person in was Miles Bourne, which I guess he won a match, and he chose that number 3 spot as his where he wanted to enter, which I thought was kind of smart. in my opinion, that third spot is kind of like the cherry spot. I mean, yeah, you're not in there the whole time. It's the most pinfalls in 25 minutes win. And if you come in third, you're not like you're not in there the entire time. But coming in at third, it's only 5 minutes into the match. The first two guys are fresh, so the first two guys are like beating the hell out of each other. So you're entering a match fresh with two guys worn down, one and two other guys to go though. So I really thought he used his head picking that third spot because you're still out there for 20 of the 25 minutes. Then the fourth person in was a guy from Dark Slate, Dion Lennox. And then the fifth person into the match is Say His Name, and he appears. I believe in Joe Hendry. I don't believe in Joe, but damn, that shit is catchy. This one pretty much like the women's that with a minute left, they were tied at one match each, a 5-way tie. One thing I did like in this, I think Lennox went into the penalty box when Joe Hendry was in there. So Joe Hendry had like 30 seconds left in the penalty box, and then Lennox had to go into the penalty box, and he went in there. He went in there firing. He went in there and beat the shit out of Joe Hendry. I thought that was an interesting touch. I mean, I haven't really seen a lot of Iron Survivors. A lot of Iron Series matches and everything though, but I did like that addition to it. I thought that was a really, really good touch. But Javon Evans got the win at the end. He got the tie-breaking win with like 2 seconds to go, which was really cool. So Javon Evans would challenge Obafemi. Obafemi came out, held the title up, looking at Javon Evans and everything, getting ready for their match, and then the lights went out. Then a video package. And then much to my disappointment is Tony D'Angelo. So Tony D is back. He took out Javon Evans and just stared at Obafemi. And just like, if you're going to bring back, I don't know. I mean, maybe you guys have a different opinion of Tony D'Angelo. I just never really look at him as a big deal. And I just kind of felt like this return was lackluster at best, though. But the men's Iron Series match, though, I gave it an A. I thought it was the best match of the night, and I really enjoyed it. Let me know what you guys think. Leave your comments leave your comments below, or you can leave them in Motown's wrestling group because this will be posted in Motown's wrestling group. And I don't know if Ty was planning on doing an NXT review. If you were First Lady, I apologize. I didn't check with her to see if she was planning on reviewing the show though, but I went ahead and did it anyway though. But shout out to my First Lady of Motown's wrestling group, Ty Nickerson. She always be holding it down. I mean, it's Motown's wrestling group, but she's the First Lady and she's the one who runs the show though, and I couldn't do it without her. So if you're not part of the Motown's wrestling group, make sure that you join. Make sure you like this video and subscribe so you get alerts anytime I post a new video. So that's all I have for you for now, and go Chiefs. We got to run the tables. And the Bears. Fuck you, Packers. Fuck you, Packers. The number for first place Bears are taking on the Green Bay Packers. And then all the times they took each other on. This is the first time both teams are 5 games or more over 500. This is one of the most important matchups in this storic rivalry. I don't care how many times the Packers beat us. This shit matters most. This matters more than any other game I have faced them since fucking Lovie Smith in Green Bay, Wisconsin, back in 2009, I believe, week 17, for the Packers to make the playoffs. This is on that level. The last time these two had a game that was that important was that one. And I was there with Sean Cooper. So I'll see you guys later. And keep an eye out for my Monday Night Raw review, probably coming up Tuesday.